one market we played Neil Diamond's Sweet Caroline. So this lady came up and requested Sweet Caroline, which is a real upbeat one and everybody loves it. But she had tears in her eyes as she was recording because she recorded it because she had a terminally ill friend. And that was the song that sort of brought them together at some point in time. So because this friend was dying, it was kind of like, yeah, I'm going to request this upbeat song, but it meant so much more. I think that's the beautiful thing about covers and what we do here. We really are about serving other people. Because I don't know what these songs mean to everybody. It's part of the magic, I guess.
We're Levi and Dad.
He's Levi.
And this is Dad. I'm 11 years old
and I'm not 11 years old.
I started playing saxophone 2.5 years ago when I was 9 years old in grade 4.
And I started when I was grade 5, I think. That was many years ago. And I did exams and a bit of jazz and that while I was at school. But after leaving school, life got in the way. I didn't really play a lot for the last 15, 20 years. We got it out every year or a couple times a year, didn't do too much.
And I picked it up as a compulsory school instrument. And I didn't really know that Dad played much saxophone.
So I was no inspiration at all at that point.
And a few months in, I was like, hey Dad, could you show me a few tips on the sax? And he got it out, started teaching me, learning new techniques, and we started playing loads of different songs. And to the point we got around 25 songs or so, and the school heard about us, and they asked if we could play at the school's Father's Day. And we said, yeah, sure, so we played there, and that was one of our first gigs.
It was last year, was it?
2 years ago, I think.
Yeah, 2 years. Oh, that's right.
And then we got together kind of big repertoire, around 30, 40 songs. And then just this year we started playing at markets.
We were playing probably every 4 to 6 weeks.
Yeah.
For the first half of the year, just at Redcliffe. And we'd use that money and we'd buy a little bit more. We'd buy
a marquee
so the market didn't have to lend us. We bought some microphones.
And electric saxophone.
Oh yeah, that was good. Yeah, so we invested in an electric saxophone just to add a little bit.
Now a lot of people don't know what electric saxophone is. To sum it up, it's basically a saxophone but electric, so it covers a whole different range of tones and sounds. And then once we got around 50 songs, we did I think North Lakes markets once. Got to do Milton markets, which we just played here today.
Yeah. And that was in the August to September. We played for the first time as a one-off at Milton. Then they invited us back on a permanent basis every 4 weeks. And people talk to us for birthdays.
We did a birthday gig, a wedding gig.
We did a wedding at earlier in the year. After our second bus, we got asked by somebody who their son was getting married at GOMA, which is the Gallery of Modern Arts. And that was pretty special, wasn't it?
So yeah, it was my first time.
We were all dressed up.
It was my first time.
And we had to play between the reception, and it was right on the Brisbane River.
I felt really special because I got my first VIP ever. And
went through the back loading, VIP being loading,
great.
the loading shed. So special access to the loading shed, that's VIP for us.
It's my first time, so but now we're here today trying to get more markets.
lot of our money goes back in. Most of the money goes back into trying to build up music, some music lessons where we need a bit of support. Saxophones are thousands of dollars, and better, you might have heard the appalling sound mixing today. That's the best we can do with our budget, so we need to invest in that. So there's lots of, and they just cost thousands of dollars to improve, but we'll get there. We're having fun though, aren't we?
We love doing it.
We've always said if we don't enjoy it, we pull the pin.
But we play around like 7 hours a week, so mostly I have to do school obviously as well. So
and I have to do work.
We have to fit that in.
Yes.
I also have to fit Xbox in, but
yeah. Very important.
We play in like a movie room that we like to call it.
It's a room with the TV in it. We call it the movie room.
And
but we've taken over. It's in the middle of the house, and it's dark, and it probably gives the most amount of soundproofing. You can't hear it except for your poor brothers.
Oh yeah, they always
and
say,
your mother.
"Stop! Close the door!" That stuff. But
disturbs their Xbox.
Yeah. We
so
do
what
play.
Do we do? Our routine is we probably Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I come home from work maybe 6, 7. You've done your school, your Xbox, and we'll have dinner. And then come 7:38, we'll sit down and we just play songs. So we don't do exams or competitions.
We just have a bit of a warm up, doing scales just to warm up, and then we go and try to get different songs, Christmas carols.
Yeah, we're always working probably got about 20 songs always in the background. So we try, and then we'll get the backing music. We'll try and pull it apart a bit. Does it work? A lot of them just in and out. Sometimes you tell me, I hate that song. And sometimes I say, I hate that song. So we've got kind of some agreement. Sometimes a few arguments about, I think it's a bit good. I say, no, I hate it. 5:30 in the morning, pack the car and head out.
Every time we do a market, it's normally on a Sunday. So a Saturday, we go through mostly every single song we do, and then we go to bed early. The next day, wake up and go to the market, set up, do all that, and then we go grab something to eat.
Croissants here. So we set up.
And then
we
our
take it
first
easy.
song in every single time we play is Watermelon Man.
Yeah, Herbie Hancock number. It's a good warm-up one for us. Not everybody knows it, but it's kind of one of those ones, just gets us into the mood.
What I've found is that every single time we have had a market, the first set we do has the hardest songs I play. So I play Uptown Funk and Tubel, Save Me, by myself. And every single time I've got
it's just Levi, not and Dad.
Yeah, just
Levi, that's it.
It was soon. And I have played Uptown Funk every single first set I've done.
I think it's pretty true.
And I'm like, oh, deja vu.
Yeah.
So.
If it keeps people happy, thumbs up, hey?
Yeah. I try to smile through it.
Yeah, no, it's a good song though.
Good song, but quite hard. I have actually
You got
three
three
other
actually
brothers.
from memory.
From memory. So the support crew that you saw was my brother called Angus, and he's in grade 4, and the same thing as I. He picked up an instrument because compulsory, and he started learning the saxophone. We needed always help for like putting and moving all the jukebox songs, and for feedback and listening. Connor, my other brother, he did juggling, and so he's
now 16. That was when he was 10 and 11.
Yeah, that was him.
The story of why we're called Levi and Dad actually comes back to Connor, because Connor's a pretty clever guy, juggling, and he does use Rubik's Cube. You can see him on YouTube too. So when he was 10, he's juggling and doing Rubik's Cube. And he did a charity thing, and he got called by, what was it, The Project? And what was that some other TV station. And I always went along with Connor, and it would be, here's Connor and Dad. Here's Connor and Dad. So I was always, and Dad was a bit of a joke. So when
Mumford and Sons.
So when we decided to do basking, it was kind of like, let's
Levi
take
and
a
Dad.
twist on sort of the Mumford and Sons. It's kind of like
Connor and Dad.
Levi and Dad, and it kind of linked it back to I was always and Dad. So that's why it's got our internal funny joke of Levi and Dad.
Our name together is the lads. Levi and Dad saxophone. So.
Yeah.
She's able, the queen of hearts is always your best friend. Now it seems to me some fine things have been laid upon the table, but you only love the ones that you get.
So I used to do, when I was like, I don't know, grade 1 or 2, I used to do boys choir, and my mum always said, oh, you have a really nice voice. And
But you're always singing around the house. Your brothers are telling you shut up all the time, aren't they?
But
Shut up, Levi.
I also did in grade 4, I did a musical, Wizard of Oz, and I got one of the main roles in that. And this year...
You were Oz.
I was Oz in Wizard of Oz, Levi and Dad, and this year I did Beauty and the Beast.
And
I
you
was
were?
Beast.
Oh, sorry, not Beauty.
Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Beast and Beauty and the Beast. So I loved singing when I was young, so that's what and I thought, when I first started, Mum thought I was going to be a percussionist, drumming. Mm-hmm. But then when it come to the tryouts for the instruments, there was no tryouts for percussion. So it was kind of the school's fault that I got saxophone, but it ended up really well.
And here we are today. So there we go.
So what we try to do now is we try to practice songs that people know. So we're like top 2019 songs. So we try to pick from the 19s to the 2000s. So then everyone has a song that they can pick. Because
ultimately when we play at markets, we're not here to elevate ourselves. It's really we're playing for the diverse range of people who attend. So our goal for 2020 is to do probably
YouTube.
About 3 to 5 market or 3 to 5 gigs a month.
Yep.
So it's not too much. Can't interfere you with it. It's enough so it doesn't burden your school. Learn piano.
Learn piano.
You're going to pick up the piano next year to complement your singing, and we're going to start writing some songs.
Writing some songs and uploading songs to YouTube. So
yeah, we'd like to try and do a little bit of that, but where that comes.
Try to get a professional recording studio. So
yeah, or step into one. So.